It's the classic summer driving debate. The sun is beating down, the pavement is hot, and you want to cool off without draining your tank. Do you crank up the air conditioning, or do you roll down the windows? To figure out the right answer, think about what it feels like to stick your arm out the window on the highway. If you hold your hand flat, parallel to the ground, it slices right through the breeze. But the moment you turn your palm forward, the wind catches it, and your arm gets pushed backward. That backward push is aerodynamic drag. Just like wind hitting your palm, air constantly pushes against your car. When you roll the windows down, you disrupt that smooth flow. Air spills inside and gets trapped, acting exactly like an open parachute. Your engine has to burn extra gas to fight through that parachute effect. So the real question is whether fighting the wind uses more fuel than running the AC. Every time you try to cool down, your engine has to pick up a burden. It either takes on the mechanical effort of the cooling system or the physical push of the wind. The air conditioner relies on a heavy piece of machinery called an air compressor. To keep that compressor turning and the cold air flowing, the engine works harder, which burns extra fuel. On the other hand, the open windows force the engine to work harder just to keep the car moving forward through all that trapped air. The winner of this tug-of-war depends entirely on how fast you are driving at any given moment. This chart shows how wind resistance changes as you accelerate. The line doesn't go up at a steady pace, it curves sharply upward. That invisible wall of air gets drastically thicker. At 70 miles per hour, you fight 4 times the drag of 35. Because the physical resistance scales up so quickly, the most efficient choice between windows and AC flips right in the middle of your speedometer. When you are cruising around town slowly, there is barely any wind pushing against the car. At this leisurely pace, powering the heavy air compressor takes a big toll on the engine. That makes rolling the windows down the smartest and cheapest option for stop-and-go city traffic. But once you hit the highway, that equation reverses. The massive amount of wind dragging on the open windows starts burning far more gas than the air conditioner ever could. As a helpful guideline, use 40 miles per hour as your cutoff point. Below 40, roll the windows down. Above 40, roll them up and turn the AC on. Keep in mind that the shape of your car plays a big role here. An SUV has a large, blocky shape that catches a lot of wind, so it feels the drag penalty at lower speeds. A sleek, low-slung sedan cuts through the air more cleanly. In a car like this, you can sometimes push higher highway speeds before the wind drag catches up to the cost of running the AC. Even with those differences in shake, switching over at 40 miles per hour is a reliable habit to keep your fuel gauge dropping slowly. Wind isn't the only hidden force stealing your gas money. Your car constantly fights against other physical obstacles on the road. If your tires are even slightly low on air, they flatten out and create rolling resistance. It forces your engine to work overtime, similar to riding a bicycle through soft sand. Taking a few minutes every month to fill your tires to the proper pressure ensures they roll with as little friction as possible. Carrying around extra junk in the trunk acts like a heavy, invisible backpack. The engine has to lift and pull that extra weight for every single mile you drive. Emptying out the back seat or removing unused sports gear will instantly lighten the load. Finally, regular maintenance on the gears and axles that turn your wheels ensures everything spins freely, preventing wasted energy from friction or parts grinding together. Closing your windows on the highway, airing up your tires, and dropping some weight, you take a massive burden off your engine and leave a lot more money in your wallet.